When we talk about the history of Western music, the system that we follow, the major minor mode, apart from the old modes that we had, the major and minor which came into being during the Baroque period. From then on, the music has been stable and the harmonies have been stable and the instruments have taken a good shape. So when we talk about history, it can be divided into three major segments called the Baroque, the Classical and the Romantic, from 1600 till 1900. It's not 100, 100, 100, it's 16 to 1750, 1750 to 1830, 1830 to 1900. We can say these three periods can be very clearly seen in the history of music. One is the way they composed or the way things happened, or the instruments that were present during this time changed. The piano came into being during the classical period, so the composers were able to compose for piano, and the symphony orchestras became larger, so they were able to use more instruments, give a different sound. So various factors kept changing the music that happened during this period. These changes made historians to look back and put this history into segments called Baroque period, Classical and Romantic. Whatever is composed after 1900 is modern. There is a lot of violations of the rules. New rules have come in, new experiments are happening. So they are still happening, so we are yet to finalize and say old modern and new modern or something like this, which now from 1900 what has been happening is modern. But I would urge students to go deep into Baroque period where the rules were formed, to understand and learn about the rules of Western music, which is very stable, which became stable during Bach's time. If you read those period quite well, your basics will be good. Then you can see how melodies were composed, how harmonies have been composed during the classical period. Then you will know the creative ability of the composers. Then Romantic period, you know how beautifully a person's inner mind is able to come out in his playing. In the Baroque period, the performance agility was in focus. In the classical period, the composer's ability was in focus. In the Romantic period, the composer's ability and the performance soul also came out in whatever was rendered. So you go through these three periods and see what is the relationship between these periods and what is the difference between these periods. Then your stylistic interpretations will be much more stronger.